Have you ever noticed someone suddenly vanish from your life? A friend, a family member, or even a mentor, leaving you wondering if God's hand is at work, and if so, what shocking purpose lies behind it? When God removes people, it's not random, it's a divine pruning, a hidden preparation for something greater. Because John 15:2 says he cuts off every branch that doesn't bear fruit. And those departures are often the first sign that he's clearing the way for a breakthrough you can't yet see. So pay attention to the silence where their voice once was. First, he's removing distractions, those individuals who pull you into worldly pursuits or drain your focus from his call. Because Matthew 6:33 urges you to seek his kingdom first, and when God takes them away, he's redirecting your energy toward his purpose, secretly setting you up for a season of undivided devotion. Second, he's breaking toxic ties, relationships that breed bitterness or hold you back. As Proverbs 13:20 warns that bad company corrupts good character, and their removal is a warning that God's protecting your spirit from corrosion, paving the way for healthier connections. Third, he's testing your faith when those you rely on are gone. You're forced to lean on him alone. Mirroring Abraham's trust in Genesis 22:2, when he obeyed God's call to sacrifice Isaac. And this solitude is a hidden invitation to grow stronger in your dependence on God. Fourth, he's preparing you for a new assignment. Those people might have been anchors, keeping you in your comfort zone, but with them gone, Acts 1-8 promises power when the Holy Spirit comes, and God's clearing space for you to step into a bold new role. Fifth, he's exposing hidden weaknesses. Their absence reveals where you've placed your trust, whether in man or God, as Jeremiah 17:5 cautions against trusting in human strength. And this vulnerability is a shocking wake-up call to rebuild on a firmer foundation. Sixth, he's aligning your circle. God is bringing people who match his vision for you. Because 1 Corinthians 15:33 says bad company corrupts, and their removal signals a divine reshuffling to surround you with those who lift you higher. Seventh, he's teaching you to forgive when someone leaves under painful circumstances. It's a chance to release resentment, as Matthew 6:14-15 commands forgiveness. And this process unlocks a deeper spiritual maturity you'll need for what's ahead. Eighth, he's making room for his presence. Those removed might have crowded out your prayer life or worship, but Psalm 46:10 calls you to be still. And their departure creates space for intimacy with God, a secret blessing in disguise. Ninth, he's setting the stage for provision when people who've supported you financially or emotionally leave. Philippians 4:19 assures that God will supply all your needs. And this shift is a warning to trust his provision over human aid. 10th, he's refining your character. Loss can sting, but Romans 5:3-4 says suffering produces perseverance. And their removal is a divine tool to shape you into the person God needs for the next chapter. 11th, he's protecting you from future pain. Those individuals might have led you into harm, and Psalm 23:4 promises his rod and staff to guide you. So their exit is a hidden shield against dangers you can't yet see. 12th, he's preparing you for leadership when your support system fades. Exodus 18:21 shows God raising leaders, and their absence is a signal you're being groomed to guide others. 13th, he's revealing his timing. People leaving might feel untimely, but Ecclesiastes 3:1 declares a season for everything. And this departure aligns with God's perfect plan, a shocking reminder to trust his schedule. 14th, he's drawing you into solitude when others are gone. Matthew 14:23 shows Jesus retreating to pray, and this isolation is a divine call to seek God alone, where his voice will become clearer. 15th, he's ushering in a spiritual upgrade. Those removed were part of an old season, but 2 Corinthians 5:17 promises you're a new creation, and their exit heralds a transformation that will elevate your faith and purpose. Dig deeper into this process, because when God removes people, it's never the end, it's the beginning of something massive. A divine setup where every goodbye is a stepping stone to a greater hello. And the more you embrace the pruning, the more you'll see His hand crafting your future. Those distractions you've lost weren't accidental. They were chains God broke to free you for His work. And as you let go of the pain, you'll notice a shift in your priorities, a hunger for His word, a desire to pray without ceasing. Because 1 Thessalonians 5:17 calls you to that, and the space they left is now filled with His peace. Toxic ties might have felt safe, but their removal exposes the poison they carried. And as you heal, you'll attract relationships that reflect God's love. Because Proverbs 27 minutes and 17 seconds says iron sharpens iron, and He's bringing the right people to refine you. The faith test stings, but it's building your resilience when you stop leaning on others and cry out to God. Psalm 34:17 promises He hears the righteous, and in that cry, you'll find strength you didn't know you had. Your new assignment awaits, and those who held you back are gone, so you can run the race God set before you. As Hebrews 12:1 urges, with nothing weighing you down. Your weaknesses, now exposed, are opportunities. Confess them, lay them at the cross, and let God's grace, as Ephesians 2:8 declares, rebuild you stronger than before. Your circle is shifting, and the new faces will challenge you to grow. Because Ecclesiastes 4:9-10 says 2 are better than 1. And God's hand-picked team is coming to support your calling. Forgiveness isn't easy, but it's necessary release that hurt. Pray for those who left. And watch how Matthew 11:28-29 brings you rest as you take His yoke. His presence will fill the void. Spend time in worship, soak in His word, and let Psalm 16:11 show you the fullness of joy in His presence. A joy those people couldn't give. Provision will follow trust, God's supply over human hands. And Philippians 4:6-7 will guard your heart with peace as you wait. Your character is being forged. Embrace the pain. Let Romans 8:28 work all things for good, and see how the loss shapes you into His image. Protection is His promised. Thank Him for shielding you, as Psalm 91:11 sends angels to guard you, even through this change. Leadership is your destiny. Step up, as Joshua 1-9 commands, and lead with the courage their absence has taught you. Timing is His, so rest in Ecclesiastes 3:11, knowing He makes everything beautiful in its time, and the wait will reveal His perfection. Solitude is your strength. Use it to seek Him, as Isaiah 42:31 renews your strength. And in that quiet, you'll hear His next step. The upgrade is coming. Embrace the newness of 2 Corinthians 3:18 as you're transformed into His glory. And every person removed is a step toward that divine destiny. So, face this season with faith. God's removals are His promotions. And when you trust Him through the loss, you'll see what's coming. A future so big, so blessed, that you'll thank Him for every goodbye. So step into it now, ready to receive all He has prepared for you.